the realm of echoing dreams. The night sky stretched endlessly above them as Tobian and Nivara sailed away from the cradle of stars. The gentle hum of the celestial magic they had encountered still resonated within them, but the world ahead beckoned with new wonders and mysteries. Nivara stood at the helm, gazing out toward the horizon, her eyes reflecting the starlight. A soft whisper on the wind called her name, and she knew it was time once again for her transformation. The magic of the world around her stirred in anticipation as she closed her eyes, allowing the energy of the next realm to flow through her. Her hair shimmered, shifting from its deep, starry blue into a soft, silvery lavender that flowed like liquid light. Her skin became a pale violet, glowing faintly as though touched by the twilight. Her eyes, once filled with swirling galaxies, now reflected the calm serenity of a dreamscape, pale and luminous like the light of a full moon. Her gown transformed into flowing, gossamer robes that shimmered with an ethereal light, adorned with symbols of the night and the unseen realms. She had become the spirit of echoing dreams, a being tied to the mysteries of the dream world. Tobian marveled at her transformation. "You look like you've stepped out of a dream." Nivara smiled softly, her voice carrying a dreamy echo. "We are approaching the realm of echoing dreams, a place where the boundary between dreams and reality fades." Ahead of them, the sea began to shimmer, and the air grew thick with a sense of calm and wonder. As their boat glided toward the new realm, the waves became glassy, reflecting strange and distant landscapes that flickered like visions in a dream. Floating islands drifted in the sky above, with towering trees and strange creatures moving in slow, graceful motions. The realm of echoing dreams was a place unlike any other, a land where thoughts and desires shaped reality. Here, dreams could be touched, and the echoes of forgotten wishes lingered like phantoms in the air. Tobian and Nivara docked at the shores of one of the islands, where the ground felt soft and malleable beneath their feet. Colors shifted and shimmered, and the landscape changed with each step they took, as though the realm itself was alive, responding to their presence. "This place, it's alive with imagination," Tobian said, sketching quickly in his notebook, capturing the fluid, shifting beauty of the dreamlike surroundings. Nivara touched a nearby tree, its leaves shimmering with vibrant hues. "It is a place where dreams never die." As they ventured deeper into the island, the air around them began to hum with energy. Shadows of forgotten dreams flitted by, whispering figures and fleeting visions of people and places long past. At the heart of the island stood an enormous, glistening tower made of crystal. It pulsed with a soft light, like the heartbeat of the realm itself. Tobian's eyes widened. "That must be the Tower of Echoes. It's said to hold the key to controlling dreams and turning them into reality." Nivara nodded. "But it's also guarded by the Echo Guardian, a being that protects the realm from those who would misuse its power." As they approached the tower, the ground beneath them shifted, and the air grew heavier. From the shadows emerged a figure, tall and ethereal, with flowing robes made of mist and stardust. Its face was obscured, and its voice echoed like a distant memory. "Why have you come to the realm of echoing dreams?" the Echo Guardian asked, its voice reverberating through the air. "We seek the power of dreams," Tobian said calmly. "Not to control them, but to understand them and protect the balance between dreams and reality." The Guardian's form flickered, shifting like a mirage. "Dreams are fragile, and those who seek their power must prove they are worthy." With a wave of its hand, the landscape around them began to warp and change. The ground beneath Tobian and Nivara melted away, and they found themselves standing in the middle of an expansive, shifting dreamscape. Visions of their past, their fears, and their deepest desires materialized before them, testing their resolve. Tobian saw images of himself, moments of doubt, of failure, of being unable to protect Nivara or those he loved. The visions clouded his mind, threatening to overwhelm him. But as he stood firm, he remembered the strength of their bond, the adventures they had shared, and the growth they had experienced together. With that memory, he pushed through the illusions, dispelling the fears that sought to hold him back. Meanwhile, Nivara stood amidst swirling images of her ever-changing nature. She saw versions of herself in countless forms, each one beautiful, yet fleeting. But in the heart of it all, she felt the core of her being, the constant truth that, no matter how much she changed on the outside, her spirit remained strong, connected to the magic of the world. She embraced her transformations as part of her journey, and the illusions faded. The dreamscape dissolved, and they stood once again before the Echo Guardian, who regarded them silently. "You have passed the trial of dreams," the Guardian said. "The power of the echoes is yours to wield. But remember, dreams are not just to be taken, they are to be nurtured and cherished." The Echo Guardian raised its hand, and from the tower emerged a shimmering crystal orb, the heart of echoing dreams. It pulsed with the collective energy of the realm, containing the power to shape dreams and guide their course. Nivara reached out, her hand glowing as it touched the orb. A surge of dream magic flowed through her, connecting her to the realm's essence. The stars in her gown shimmered brightly, and she felt the dreams of the world swirling around her, alive and full of wonder. Tobian smiled at her. "This power, it's not just for us. It's a gift for the world." Nivara nodded, her voice filled with the soft echo of dreams. "We will use it wisely." With the heart of echoing dreams now in their possession, Tobian and Nivara set off once more, their journey leading them into realms beyond imagination. The stars and dreams alike guided them forward, their path ever shifting but always full of wonder. And so, as the dreamlike horizon stretched before them, new adventures awaited, adventures that would shape the dreams of the future. The Prism of Eternal Flames. After their journey through the realm of echoing dreams, Tobian and Nivara found themselves once again drawn toward a new destination. The power of the heart of echoing dreams pulsed within them, guiding their way across a glowing sea of mist and stars. As they sailed, Nivara felt the familiar stir of change. The magic of their next adventure called to her, and the time for transformation had come. She stepped to the edge of their small vessel, her eyes closing as the magic flowed through her once more. Her soft, silvery lavender hair deepened into fiery crimson, streaked with vibrant gold like molten lava. Her violet skin darkened into a warm, sun-kissed bronze, her form now radiating heat and intensity. Her eyes, once reflecting the calm serenity of dreams, now blazed with fierce amber light, like flames flickering in the night. Her gown transformed into flowing robes of shimmering flame and obsidian, the fabric moving as if it were alive with fire. She had become the spirit of eternal flames, tied to the raw power of fire and its eternal dance. Tobian, who had been quietly sketching the distant horizon, turned to her with awe in his eyes. "You've become the embodiment of flame," he said, his voice filled with admiration. Nivara smiled, her voice now carrying a warm, crackling energy. "The next realm we enter will test our will, Tobian. The power of fire is not just destruction, it is creation, passion, and life." Ahead of them, the mists began to part, revealing a vast land illuminated by a blazing sun that never set. Towering volcanoes lined the horizon, and rivers of molten lava snaked through the landscape like glowing veins. This was the Prism of Eternal Flames, a realm where fire never ceased to burn, and the very earth pulsed with the energy of creation. They docked at the edge of a shimmering river of molten rock, the heat intense but somehow bearable, thanks to Nivara's newfound affinity for flame. As they stepped onto the blackened ground, the air crackled with energy. The land around them seemed alive, the ground shifting and pulsing like the heartbeat of a great fire spirit. "This place," Tobian murmured, sketching quickly in his notebook, "it feels like the source of all creation and destruction." Nivara nodded, her fiery hair flowing in the heat of the realm. "The prism of eternal flames is said to be where the first flame was born, the source of all fire in the world. But there is also something else here, a power tied to the balance between creation and destruction." As they ventured deeper into the fiery realm, they came upon a massive stone structure, a great temple forged from obsidian and flame. Its walls shimmered with runes etched into the very rock, glowing with an ancient, powerful magic. At the heart of the temple, a glowing prism floated above a pool of molten lava. This was the prism of eternal flames, a crystal of immense power capable of harnessing the raw energy of fire. But before they could approach it, a massive creature emerged from the depths of the lava, a fire serpent, its body made entirely of molten rock and flame, its eyes burning with ancient power. "You seek the power of the flame," the serpent hissed, its voice crackling like the roar of a volcano. "But to claim it, you must prove your worth." Nivara stepped forward, her fiery gaze locked on the serpent. "We do not seek to wield the flame for destruction, but to protect the balance of creation." The serpent coiled around the prism, its molten body glowing brighter. "Then show me the strength of your spirit, and the flame within you." With that, the serpent lunged, a torrent of fire surging toward them. Nivara, now the spirit of eternal flames, raised her hand, summoning the flames around her and redirecting the serpent's attack. The flames danced and swirled, but Nivara's control over the fire was absolute. Tobian, ever resourceful, began to draw the scene, capturing the essence of the fire serpent in his art. As his charcoal moved across the page, the serpent's movements became more predictable, its attacks following the patterns Tobian sketched. With each stroke, he deciphered the creature's ancient rhythm. Nivara, empowered by the flames, moved gracefully through the battle, her form flickering like fire itself. She summoned pillars of flame, deflecting the serpent's strikes and sending waves of heat crashing against it. Her connection to the fire was complete, she was not just fighting the serpent, she was one with the flames. In a final surge of power, Nivara extended her hand toward the prism of eternal flames, drawing upon its energy. The prism responded to her touch, glowing brighter until its light engulfed the entire chamber. The fire serpent, realizing her mastery over the flames, bowed its head and receded into the molten lava from which it had come. "You have proven your worth," the serpent's voice echoed as it disappeared. "The power of the flame is yours." With the battle over, the prism of eternal flames floated gently into Nivara's hand. The crystal pulsed with the raw energy of creation and destruction, a reminder of the delicate balance they had come to protect. As they left the temple, the fiery realm around them seemed to calm, the rivers of lava flowing more gently, and the volcanoes rumbling softly in the distance. Tobian looked at Nivara, her fiery form still glowing in the heat of the realm. "The power of the flame is unlike anything we've encountered." Nivara nodded, the prism in her hand glowing softly. "It is a force of both life and destruction. We must use it wisely." Together, they set off once more, the prism of eternal flames now in their possession, guiding them toward new adventures. The realm of fire behind them flickered in the distance, a reminder of the power they now held and the challenges yet to come. As they ventured forward, Nivara felt the stirrings of new magic, her next transformation already whispering on the wind. What awaited them beyond the flames was a mystery, but they would face it together, stronger and more connected than ever before. The Veil of Frozen Stars. As Tobian and Nivara left the fiery realm of the Prism of Eternal Flames, the heat of the land began to cool, and the air grew crisp. The horizon shimmered with the pale glow of distant ice fields, and a new energy beckoned them forward, this time toward a place of cold, mystery, and untold magic. The change was coming. Nivara could feel the icy winds tugging at her, urging her to attune to the next realm's power. She looked at Tobian, who had already begun sketching the world ahead, a realm of endless snow, towering glaciers, and stars frozen in mid-flight across the sky. Nivara closed her eyes, embracing the transformation once again. The fire within her dimmed, replaced by a chill that ran through her veins. Her fiery red hair slowly faded into a pale, frosty blue, streaked with shimmering silver like the aurora borealis. Her skin, once warm and bronzed, became a soft icy white, glowing faintly with a crystalline sheen. Her eyes, which had once blazed with amber light, now gleamed like stars frozen in a winter sky. Her gown transformed into flowing robes of shimmering blue, adorned with delicate ice crystals and stars caught in the fabric. She had become the spirit of frozen stars, embodying the quiet, mystical power of ice and starlight. Tobian stared at her in awe. Nivara, you are like the embodiment of winter's night sky. Nivara smiled, her voice soft as the wind over snow. This realm feels ancient and still, as though time itself has slowed. We must be ready for what lies ahead. Before them stretched the veil of frozen stars, an endless expanse of ice and snow beneath a sky that shimmered with stars locked in time. The air was so cold that their breath hung like crystals in the air, and every step seemed to echo in the vast silence. They ventured forth, their footsteps crunching in the snow. As they traveled deeper into the frozen land, they came upon a massive glacier, towering high into the sky. Within the glacier, they could see stars, actual stars, suspended in the ice, their light casting soft, ethereal glows across the land. This place, Tobian whispered, sketching furiously, it's as though time and space have stopped here. The stars, the ice, they are all frozen in a single moment. Nivara nodded, her icy hair flowing in the cold breeze. This realm holds the secrets of the universe, locked in ice. But there is more here. I can feel it. As they reached the base of the glacier, an ancient symbol carved into the ice began to glow faintly. It pulsed with a cold, magical light, responding to Nivara's presence. She stepped forward, placing her hand on the icy surface. The moment she touched it, the ice around them began to tremble. A low, resonant voice echoed from within the glacier. Who dares to awaken the keeper of frozen stars? The ice began to crack and shift, revealing a massive figure encased within the glacier, a towering being of pure ice, with stars gleaming within its frozen body. Its eyes, glowing like twin stars, locked onto Nivara and Tobian. We come seeking the knowledge of the stars, Nivara said, her voice steady but respectful. We seek the balance between the cold stillness and the eternal light. The keeper of frozen stars moved slowly, the sound of cracking ice echoing through the realm. The knowledge you seek is not easily earned. To claim it, you must prove yourselves worthy by traversing the path of starlight, where the stars will test your resolve. Without hesitation, Nivara and Tobian agreed. The ground beneath them shifted, revealing a narrow, shimmering path made of solid starlight that wound up the glacier's face. With each step they took, the path seemed to hum with ancient power. As they ascended, the stars within the ice began to pulse, casting beams of light across the path. These beams became puzzles of light and shadow, forcing Tobian and Nivara to work together to pass through each challenge. Tobian, using his artistic eye, sketched intricate patterns in the air to manipulate the beams of light, while Nivara, as the spirit of frozen stars, commanded the cold to reshape the ice, allowing them to bypass the obstacles. At one point, a particularly difficult puzzle of shifting starlight blocked their way. Tobian paused, furrowing his brow. This one, it's like the stars themselves are shifting into constellations. Nivara, attuned to the magic of the stars, traced her fingers through the air, aligning the constellations. These stars are telling a story, she murmured. A story of creation and stillness, of life frozen in time. With a final adjustment, the light shifted, and the path ahead opened once more. At the summit of the glacier, they came upon a grand, shimmering platform made entirely of starlight. In the center, a radiant crystal floated, the heart of frozen stars, a gem that held the power of the stars frozen in time. As Nivara approached the crystal, the keeper of frozen stars appeared once more. You have proven your worth, the keeper said, its voice resonating through the frozen air. The power of the stars and the cold are now yours. But remember, the stillness of ice and the light of the stars must always remain in balance. Nivara reached out and gently took hold of the crystal, its cold light radiating through her. As she held it, a vision of the future flashed before her, of realms yet to be explored and mysteries waiting to be uncovered. With the heart of frozen stars in their possession, Tobian and Nivara descended from the glacier, their path lit by the eternal glow of the stars. As they made their way back to their ship, Nivara felt the magic of the realm still swirling within her. The stars here hold so much wisdom, she said softly. But their light is cold and distant. We must remember to carry warmth with us on our journey. Tobian smiled, already thinking of how he would capture the moment in his art. No matter where we go, we'll always carry a balance of light and warmth with us. Together, they sailed away from the veil of frozen stars, ready for the next adventure that awaited them. The stars above twinkled in farewell, knowing they would return someday to unlock even more of their ancient secrets.